you don't know, you damn well should know. My name is Ragreynolds, and welcome to what is perhaps my final video of 2018. 2018 for me was quite an eventful year. A lot of stuff was happening on my channel, online in general, and in my offline life as well. But in this video, what I really want to focus on are the best moments from my channel, and I'm going to do that by telling you my 5 favourite videos that I made this year, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about them and why those videos mean a lot to me. Now, I also want to say before we get started that at the end of this video I will be announcing a giveaway where you can win some neat prizes such as ragreynolds merch or a copy of my book Medium Rare. So stay tuned to the end of the video to hear about how you can enter that contest and have a chance of winning those prizes. Now, as I was saying earlier, this has been an eventful year for me. In November 2017, I hit 1,000 subscribers, okay? Now, 1,000 subscribers was a big deal to me. I made my YouTube channel in 2008. And I was uploading little silly videos on and off all the way up till 2013. I restarted everything. On my channel now there are videos from very late 2012 and early 2013. That's where my channel history kind of starts now because everything before that is gone. From the beginning of 2013 to the end of 2015, I was uploading just every now and again. It wasn't really anything serious. The videos were very low quality. Then in early 2016, that's when I decided to put out more regular content. So at that point I had like 400 subscribers, which isn't a lot considering the amount of time I'd actually been doing YouTube, but I guess it makes sense. I was never posting regular content or anything like that. In late 2017 I hit 1,000 subscribers. Less than a year later I then hit 2,000 subscribers. In September of this year, 2018, I hit 2,000 subscribers. The month after that, October 2018, I hit 3,000 subscribers. I've yet to hit 4,000, but that meant a lot to me. It really did. Just hitting not only 2,000 this year, I only wanted to hit 2,000 this year, but to then hit 3,000 only a month after hitting 2,000, that was insane, and I was so happy with that. Anyway, I'm going to stop rambling about all this other stuff and I'm going to get into the top 5 list. I'm going to be responding to and correcting iNabber.
The 6th biggest country on the planet isn't real.
That's not just a strong belief, iNabber, it is fact.
Wonderful content creator that I've recently stumbled upon.
Creator.
This guy is pretty much a member of the Flat Earth Society.
Wrong. That is fake news, iNabber. Now, this video itself isn't necessarily my favourite video. In fact, if you take the video on its own, it's probably not even in my top 10 this year. It would struggle to make the top 15 this year. There are plenty of other videos I made this year that I thought were better than this video. The reason I put this video in here is because I had made 2 videos to iNabber, as I call him, before I put out this video. And eventually though, he decided to respond, which is what ended up prompting this video, The Reckoning of iNabber. Now, when he made his video on me, it was largely about all the Australia stuff, which is to be expected. But this marked a very big point in my YouTube career, so to speak. You see, before this I had lots of different people who were making videos about, oh, you don't think Australia is real. I had lots of people doing it, but never did I have anyone with a channel as big as iNabber's. He had over 100,000 subscribers and suddenly he's making a video on me. I got a whole new influx of people coming and watching the videos. After iNabber made his video, I also had other people making videos. There was a guy, Daz Black, over 1 million subscribers. There was Memulous, over 1 million subscribers. Isaac Butterfield, a few 100,000 subscribers. There was this French guy with a couple of 100,000 subscribers. And there was lots of other little YouTubers with a few thousand subscribers all around. Everyone kind of jumping on the bandwagon of hating on the guy who doesn't think Australia is real. But the reason I point out my video to iNabber on this list, rather than the videos to any of these other creators who made videos on me, is because iNabber was the first guy that had a sizable following to make a video on me. So I want to thank iNabber for that. iNabber, thank you very much for making that video. I really did appreciate that little bit of attention you gave me, and it kind of kicked off a whole chain reaction of other things, and that's what helped me get to 2,000 and then 3,000 subscribers. So I really do appreciate that, but I am still waiting for you to uphold what you said you were going to do and make that iNabber Flat Earth video, because you did have lots of your fans making iNabber Flat Earth videos and you said you were going to review them in a video and you never have. People kept saying to me, I hope you're prepared for this. And I kept saying, prepare? It's only Onision. He thinks that he is a Crusader. That's a number that rivals the Congo, where rape is used as a weapon of war. I don't think you can quite say that 1 in 4 women are raped in the US when that's the numbers in the Congo.
I personally doubt that, because almost every single person that I've been the friend of, they've come out to me saying, yeah, I was violated. The wage gap, I'm not going to argue either. What's the difference?
Okay, what are we talking about?
You're talking about black feminism versus white feminism. You take...
Since when?
Just now.
What did I say?
Are you okay?
I'm fine. Are you okay? Or was I cutting out or something?
You were talking about black feminism versus white feminism.
Was I?
Yes.
What did I say?
Why
are you laughing?
You were saying that black feminists seem to believe that white feminists were less valid.
Onision and I had a live debate together on the subject of feminism. Now, if you don't know my history with Onision, we go way back. I've known him personally since 2013. We've been in contact. I've essentially ran forums for him. We have done numerous live streams together. In this video, I'm not going to talk about any of the past drama I've had with Onision, because we have had our fair share. This video is a video I made after the live debate we had. If you don't know, what happened was I said, okay, let's debate something, you choose a subject, here are things I know we disagree on. And Onision said, okay, we'll do feminism. If you've ever watched an Onision debate, you will know that Onision prides himself on not preparing for debates. He doesn't want to have any evidence with him, he doesn't want to have any facts actually with him, he just wants to go in there and debate, because that's what honest people do. I mean, the whole point of a debate is you come in there with your evidence, your studies, your facts, your statistics, whatever, and you say, I know this is a fact, because I have this evidence backing it up. Instead, in Onision debates, what happens is he comes in there and says, well, I think this, and my anecdotal experience is this. He also has this habit of switching subjects around and trying to play around on the debate and trying to put you off your game, so to speak. So I decided, I'm not going to take this too seriously, because I'm going to go in there, and if I go in there with my points, arguing with him about feminism, the great feminist that he is, he's not going to really engage on them, is he? He's not really going to show my points any respect. He's going to laugh them off, he's going to make a little joke, he's going to say, well, in my anecdotal experience, that's not true. And I really couldn't be bothered arguing in circles with him. So instead, I decided to just take the piss the entire time. Now, I didn't start off the debate doing this. I had a few moments where I did throw out an actual opinion. I did throw out an actual point, and I said, well, this is the case for this, here's the wage gap thing, the wage gap's a lot of nonsense and stuff like that, and he said, oh, well, I don't want to talk about the wage gap. I mean, you want to debate feminism and you don't want to debate one of the main talking points of feminism. Like, you've talked about this stuff in videos before, but you don't want to talk to me now face to face about it? I did try with a few little jabs out there, but none of it was really grasping any sort of actual debate. It was just him saying my anecdotal experience, or I don't want to talk about this. So instead, I just started being as obnoxious as I possibly could be. I know, a shock. Me being obnoxious? Haha, never, no way. Anyway, this video I made was the aftermath of all that, because the next day Onision goes on his channel proclaiming victory over anti-feminists. You know, I was sitting there and he was asking me stuff, he was talking about Bill Cosby, and I said, what did Bill Cosby do? And he took me seriously. We were having a talk about pro-life and pro-choice. I said I was pro-choice. He said he was pro-choice, and he said, oh, well, that makes you a bit of a feminist, because that's a feminist stance. And I said, well, I guess I'm not pro-choice anymore. And he believed that I literally just changed my stance from pro-choice to pro-life. But the best moment, perhaps, of the entire debate was when I said that all feminists are fat with blue hair. Obviously, it's a joke. Obviously, it's an extreme statement. Obviously, I'm not being serious. He spent the next 5 minutes screen sharing and Googling images of feminists to prove to me that not every single one of them was overweight or had blue hair.
The reason why I done that thumbs up is because I wanted to...
It worked! It worked! Well, I'm the cat in the hat. There's no doubt about that. You know, this video, I like it a lot. The main reason it's on this list is out of principle. A long time it took me to edit. I had never used a mask when editing a video before. So I was learning how to use a mask editing in Final Cut Pro. And that's what I had to do to get the cat in the hat in the bathtub in the background while I was in here. Like, I've done videos before where I've had Demi Lovato's on this side of the screen and I'm on this side of the screen or stuff like that. But this video I had to have them walking in front of each other. And I had no idea how to do that. So I had to learn how to do that. So learning how to do that, there was a few mishaps along the way. I had to restart a few times. But the first 4 seconds of this footage took me something like 4.5 hours to edit. And I'm not joking, it might have even been the first 3 seconds, just because every single frame I had to move all these little dots of this mask, and then it wasn't working a few times because I'd done it wrong or whatever. So I'm putting this video on this list simply because it took me a lot of bloody effort to make. It's foam, dumbass! Sloth! You can't just go around and fucking murder people! Demi! In here! I need you to take him out of my frame because you're messing it up. Unfortunately, that didn't come to pass. The sloth interrupted me with gunshots. Sloth is being dealt with now, so hopefully that will never happen again. Coming in at number 2 on my list is Ricegum worse than a child molester? Now, this was the season finale of my season 2 of Worse Than a Child Molester, and in this season there were 7 episodes. In my first season of Worse Than a Child Molester there were 23 or something, maybe not as many as that, but it was in the 20s anyway. But this season, I made it much shorter, but each episode, so to speak, each video was much more enjoyable. I put more effort into each of them, and I thought overall it was a much better format. In the first season, it was kind of just, I had my TV screen behind me, I brought up some pictures of the person, I looked through their Twitter, I looked at a couple of videos, and then I said, okay, we're done, or they're worse. Oh, well, they told a lie here, so they're worse, or they didn't tell a lie here, so they're not worse. Well, in season 2, it opens the sloth in the back garden in the snow coming into the house and finding Logan Paul hanging himself. And that continued all the way up to the Ricegum video. In the Ricegum video I had multiple costumes. I had my girlfriend wearing my sloth onesie to be the sloth because I needed the 2 characters. I even needed 3 characters on screen at one point. It was an insane video. This video I choose specifically, it might not have actually been my favourite of the Worse Than a Child Molester videos. I think my favourite one of season 2 was actually the Masked Babe one, and the reason for that was because I had this hilarious scene, well I thought it was hilarious, in the back garden, pouring down with rain. It was I was supposed to film that video, I think it was during the summer. It was supposed to be sunny that day, and I'm like, oh perfect, I'm going to go out, I'm going to lie on the deck as Demi Lovato, the sun will hit me, it won't be anything bad. I get ready to go film the video, I get my camera to the back door, and it starts pissing down with rain. And I thought, oh shit, this isn't going to be comfortable. But I do think it actually added to the video. The video was much better because of it. But anyway, the reason I choose the Ricegum episode is simply because it marked the end of the season and just a good season overall. I mean, I thought every single one of them was at least passable. None of them were bad, whereas my first season of Worse Than a Child Molester, I thought a lot of them were just very rambly or not good at all. So I was very happy overall with season 2, and I hope to bring back season 3 in 2019 at some point.
Hi, my name is Sarah Pouncer. I'm 23 years old. I'm very depressed. I have borderline personality disorder. And I made a Twitter account about a year ago. I was trying to get someone to listen. I wanted Joy Sparkle to listen to my story, but she wouldn't. But then I found out about REALstream News. So I tried messaging him. And it went well for the most part. Hello. I don't know if you're the right person to talk to, but I have some info you might find useful. I know him and he abused me. He's a monster. We need to do the interview. I'll tell you everything. Yes, do that. Sounds good. Thanks so much.
Everything alright?
Yeah.
What's going on?
It's emotional.
It's emotional?
Yeah. Surprise,
Alright, listen,
motherfucker.
And finally, at number 1, we have Dear REALstream News, his associates, and his fans. Now, if you don't know who REALstream News is, Steelstream News, if you ask me, please go back and watch my entire playlist on it. I have the playlist on my channel. It is titled The Steelstream News Situation. I do encourage you to go watch that to get a better idea of this guy and what we're dealing with. This was an insane bit of drama. Insane. In the first video I made to him, it was the reckoning of REALstream News. I just kind of pointed out how he was a bit of a hothead, how he wasn't very smart, how he was stealing content from the blog, how he was being a little bit creepy to girls in private messages on Twitter or wherever else. But then video 2 kind of stepped it up a little bit, and that's what I'm talking about now. So in video 2, I just played you the clip, I had essentially been challenging this guy's credibility. He had been essentially advertising himself as a credible YouTube journalist almost. He thought that he was doing important work and investigating and very, very thorough with his research. So what I decided to do was a very risky move on my part. I decided to fake some accusations against myself. I mean, we were in this situation where he already hated my guts from my first video, and that was all explained back then. If you want to know about it, go watch that video. I have no time to explain all of that without this video being an hour long. Just like if you want to know about the worst stuff that actually happened, which was after this second video, you'll have to go check that out in your own time because I don't have the time in this video either. But essentially, he hated me, and I knew he would look for anything to try and diminish me or to try and get me off his back. So I had an account on Twitter called Sarah Pouncer. Now I set up this account in 2017 and I was originally trying to entrap Joy Sparkle BS because she really hated me and I kind of wanted to really mess with her. So I set up this account for her in the first place, but it never really came to anything. She had blocked me. I think she blocked that account as well. She just kind of ignored it. She stayed back. So I give Joy a round of applause for that. Unfortunately for Steelstream News, he wasn't smart enough for that. So what happened was, this Sarah Pouncer account is like this furry profile picture and she's talking on her tweets just from a year ago about how I'm an abuser and I'm a horrible person. How can he get away with all this? I used this account to send Steelstream News a message. I have some information that you might find interesting, and we went into this whole conversation. I just kind of said something along the lines of, ragreynolds has abused me, or I didn't say exactly what had been done, I just said there was abuse. Now from there what ended up happening was I had a couple of friends also send him messages, and they were sending him messages with even more insane stories. Someone sent him a message saying that they were 15 or something at the time and that I was 20, okay? And they said that 5 years ago we were at some sort of meat eating convention and I slapped them on the ass and called them my habibi or something along those lines. And you know the crazy thing is, he believed all these accusations. Just take that last one I just spoke about. I mean, I'm currently 21. I made these videos this year, okay? We had this drama this year. 5 years ago, I'd have been 16, okay? So that would be 16 and 15, even if this person's to be believed, okay? But he didn't even do that. I mean, my age is on all my social media. You just go to my Twitter. My age is sitting right there. It's not very hard to do that sort of investigating, like he claims to be such a great investigator, such a great journalist. Anyway, in this video, what I eventually did was I had set up an interview as Sarah Pouncer with Steelstream News. Before this interview came out, he had started emailing me, trying to blackmail me. He was threatening me. He was saying, you better get off my back or else this stuff about you is going to come out. Do you know the name Sarah? Because she's saying a lot of things about you. Someone else has come forward. You better back off me or else all this stuff's going to come out. And then right before the interview, he posted a video showing screenshots of these conversations, and he publicly called me an abuser. Well, sorry, an alleged abuser, but he had started perpetrating this rumour that I was an abuser or a sexual harasser or whatever. Meanwhile, he had zero proof of this. He just wanted, obviously, to get back at me for my video about him before. So it comes round to doing the interview. I've got my screen blacked out, and eventually I uncover, and it's me sitting there wearing a wig, and I'm like, surprise motherfucker. Oh, and he was so pissed off, he was so embarrassed. He ended the stream like 30 seconds later. He kicked me out and then he ended it. And he deleted the videos that he had made about this whole thing, all the screenshots. It was just so embarrassing, you know. I can't remember the exact moment by moment, but the whole thing, I had a blast. And it was a risky move for me. People might think that's a bit insane or a bit weird of me for making up accusations against myself just to dupe this guy. But it was worth it, and it was very entertaining, and honestly it might have just been the highlight of my year, as sad as that sounds. Anyway, now that I've done the top 5, it's giveaway time. To enter my giveaway, what you have to do is post a video to your YouTube channel, a short video saying why you're subscribed to me and what your favourite Rag Reynolds video or moment was from the year 2018. And what I want you to do is make sure that you leave my name, Rag Reynolds, all lowercase, all joined together, in the title of your video and in the tags of your video so I can find it easily. And I also want you to comment on this video down below saying that you have entered. Do not link your video in the comments, just comment saying I have entered videos on my channel or whatever. And from there I can just click on your username and find the video. Now what are the prizes? I think I already mentioned before, but the prizes are, for first place, you will get either, your choice, a t-shirt from my merch store, any t-shirt you want, or you can have a copy of my book, Medium Rare, A Guide to Fine Dining and Perfect Timing, a paperback copy, okay? If you live in the UK, I will also have it shipped to me first, and I'll sign it and send it back to you. If you live outside of the UK, then you've no luck and you're not getting it because that'll cost me a fortune shipping it to you. For second place, you get the prize that first place didn't pick. So if they choose the merch, you get the book. If they choose the book, you get the merch, okay? And for third place, you will get a free ebook copy of Medium Rare, A Guide to Fine Dining and Perfect Timing. I don't have a closing date on this giveaway yet, so I have no idea when that'll actually be, but I will be announcing the winner in a future video. Anyway, I hope you've all had a wonderful 2018. I hope you have enjoyed at least one of my videos this year. If so, please let me know in the comments down below. And until next year, you're all welcome, society.
Rag Reynolds, the coolest lad you'll find. Rag Reynolds, a Scottish master.